5 liedjes. Meer keuze is er niet in 5 Essential Tracks. Starring Rag & Bowman. Rory, welcome to 5 Essential Tracks.
Thank you very much.
Is it hard for you to pin down what the 5 most essential songs in your life are?
I don't think so, because they're always changing.
Oh, so you can just pick anything you like?
Some out, yeah.
Well, pick one.
Yeah.
Let's start with track number 1.
Track number 1. Well, this is the first song that I ever sung in public, and it's Me and the Devil Blues by Robert Johnson.
Oh, wow.
Me and the devil, ooh, we're walking side by side. I'm going to beat my woman until I get satisfied.
So we were in a pub in Sussex where I live, and I got talked into going up on stage and singing it, and that was my first ever song.
So when you got talked up to doing that, were there any nerves, or were you maybe had too much beer to care about it?
Yeah, there was quite a lot of beer. I think that's the reason I did it. So, yeah.
And why did you pick that particular song?
Just because I grew up on that music. My mum and dad introduced me to blues, and Robert Johnson's kind of the foundation of.
That's the quintessential blues track, right?
Yeah, for sure. Track number 2. I'm gonna go for Aretha Franklin.
Oh wow!
Because I had a real fascination with the movie Blues Brothers. When I was a kid, I had the VHS of it, and there was 2 parts in the movie. There was one part where Ray Charles is in it, and there's one part where Aretha Franklin is in it, and they're in a cafe and they sing the song. That's why that sort of has a meaning for me.
I was gonna change that night if you keep doing things I don't. Hey, think about what you're trying to do to me. Baby, think that your mind will let yourself be free.
And that was like a speed up version of the original, right?
Yeah,
in the movie.
Yeah.
So which one do you like better?
I kind of like the original better. Yeah.
So the movie introduced you to it?
I think I heard it before the movie because my mum used to play it. So we heard the original on vinyl, and years later I got to see her live. So
Oh wow!
yeah, at Radio City in New York.
Wow! How did that happen? You got tickets or?
Yeah, I had a friend who hooked me up. So yeah,
Best friends ever, right?
exactly.
Track number 3 for your 5 Essential Tracks list.
Track number 3 is Dreamy Days by Roots Manuva, because before I heard Roots Manuva, I didn't know we did hip hop in the UK. I thought hip hop was just an American thing.
Yeah.
Like, obviously it comes from America, but we really had our own sound of it. It wasn't so Americanized. It wasn't a copy of American hip hop, especially with people like Roots Manuva, because he came from more of a reggae dancehall background. So the beats didn't sound like DJ Premier, or they didn't sound like Pete Rock. It was quite influenced by ragga, jungle, and drum and bass and that kind of stuff. So the way he spoke, the way he rapped in an English accent but with like Jamaican twang, it just had me kind of fixated. So he was my introduction into UK hip hop.
Is it possible to pin down the difference between US and UK hip hop?
I don't know, because I feel like there's different styles of UK hip hop. Some of it is a little bit more Americanized, but I think it's just, it's quite gritty. But the way that we talked about really normal scenarios, Roots, in that particular song, he says, I got particulars, you got particulars, but at the same time, situations is complex. We're walking down the Tim Rolls road to everything and nothing, and can you picture past the honeymoon when she beats me with a wooden spoon? And it's about his marriage, and it's something quite British about the way he says it.
When you do a hip hop track, do you use your accent more, or
yeah, always? Because if
I can pin it down when I hear you singing.
Yeah, I mean, I think because I grew up on blues, there's a natural kind of, I guess it's Americanized slightly because of the way that I listen constantly to the American singers. And I think also if you sing like soul or blues in an English accent, it sounds really weird.
Yeah.
you know. People always say, do you want to, you know, would you try and sing in an English accent? I just don't, I've never thought it worked, so.
Have you tried?
No one wants to hear that. It sounds like Chaz and Dave or something. It's not right, man.
No, okay.
No.
Let's skip that then. Track number 4.
Track number 4 is To Zion by Lauryn Hill. It's from the Miseducation, the Lauryn Hill album. I think probably one of the best albums ever.
Ever?
Yeah. I think most people would agree with that. It's a flawless album. You just listen to it front to back. And
You're
it's
not
incredible.
the first one to mention that a track from that album in 5 Essential Tracks.
It's just like just a beautiful soul album, beautiful hip hop album, and lyrically incredible. Like, I thought for years that particular song was about someone being in heaven, and only recently I asked my mate Tom what he thought it was about, and he said it's because her son is called Zion. And I never knew that, so I spent my the last 15-20 years thinking it was about one thing, but it's not. But however you listen to it, it's a beautiful listen.
But instead I chose to use my heart. Now the joy of my world is in Zion.
Is that something that you maybe like to achieve in your own music, that people don't exactly know what the song is about? Or is being really clear in your lyrics?
I've had that before, though. People say certain things and I don't correct them, because I think interpretation is good in music. It's good for people to have their own meaning to it, you know? It means something different to them.
When we started, you said this could change forever. It could be on a daily basis that you have another essential track.
Yeah.
But right now we come to the end of this session, track number 5. So pick wisely, pick careful, because this is your last shot at this list.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to go with Outkast, and the song is called Get Up, Get Out and Get Something.
You need to get up, get out and get something, 'cause you and I got to do for you and I.
Y'all telling me that I need to get out in the boat, huh?
So when I was younger, when I was getting into hip hop, I didn't really know that much about Southern hip hop, and I also didn't really know that it existed.
No, you had the East Coast to West Coast, and that was the main
focus.
focus.
I knew like Snoop Dogg, I knew Warren G, and I knew like Biggie, I knew Master Ace and stuff like that, but I didn't know about the South. And a friend of mine, Ben Swan, he used to go over to the States quite a lot. And we were about 15, 16, and he brought me back a tape. And the tape was a Goody Mob album called Soul Food. And he also brought me the first Outkast album, Southern Playlist at Cadillac Music. And it changed the way I felt about hip-hop totally. Because one of the main reasons I love that kind of style of hip-hop is that the producers, they didn't make the beats the same. They were very musical about it. They had like keys players and they had bass players, and you know, whereas you look on the track listing on the rest of the hip hop albums, it was just like the beat maker, and the sample clearance or whatever.
This is more band based, more organic.
It was
in a way.
Not so much band based, but it was just the way that the beats were made. Everything was really organic, and yeah, I'd love to work with those guys one day. It's one on my hit list of people to work with.
Well,
yeah,
go
if
ask.
you're listening.
yeah. The southern part of the States is where the blues originated from mostly, and so southern hip hop has a lot of that vibe to it.
Yeah, definitely, and you can hear that in the way that they rap and sing. Like Andre 3000 in particular, like he's got that style to his voice. You know, he sings sometimes and raps, but even when he raps, you can tell he has that kind of soul in his voice.
Have you ever been there to the southern part of the States?
No, not really. I've been to as far as like Kentucky, pretty much. So not too far south, but hopefully we're going to get to go.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks a lot.